Amazing places to visit in England. England, the cradle of Shakespeare and The Beatles, will always be a country that should be on every traveler's list when they decide to tour the old continent. Most of the people who visit England go to London. They prefer the country's capital and the seat of the British crown. We assure you that the country of fish and chips, traditional pubs, and beautiful countryside has much more to offer than that. Hey everyone, welcome to your favorite luxury channel. And in today's video, we will be discussing the 10 places you can visit when you travel to England. Without further ado, let's get into it. England is the largest region of the United Kingdom and home to more than 50 million people. Want to know a little bit more about this traditional and beautiful country? Here's a look at the 10 best places to visit in England. Number 1. London. As cliché it may be, visiting London is one of the best things to do in England. One of the most unique cities in the world, London stands out for its diversity, its culture, and its endless supply of places to enjoy. With more than 2,000 years of history, this city maintains many of its traditions. Some of them are famous tea rooms or taverns to go drinking. However, this does not detract from the fact that this is a modern city with futuristic buildings. You can visit its impressive street markets like Camden or Brick Lane, climb to its viewpoint like the Shard, and explore its beautiful parks like Hyde Park or St. James Park. You can also take a walk through Notting Hill or visit its free museums. There are also its main tourist attractions such as Westminster Abbey, Tower Bridge, Big Ben, London Cathedral, and many more. Number 2. Stonehenge. Stonehenge has been there for about 5,000 years, built between the late Neolithic and early Bronze Age. This monument has become the most famous in the world and a must-see site in England. The experts say that this site served as an astronomical observatory. Although it was also a burial ground, it is made up of large blocks located in 4 circles. You can visit this site from London or around to the south of England. Buy your tour in advance as this site is popular and visited by tourists. Number 3. Liverpool. The eternal city where the Beatles were born. Because of the Beatles and its beauty, it is a must-stop on your trip to England. You remember all the dope music we got to listen to through the Beatles? Why would you visit England without a stop at Liverpool? You can tour the places that inspired their songs and visit their museum. You must listen to live music at the Cavern, the legendary pub where they played in their early days. This vibrant city offers more, like the home of an iconic soccer team. Ever heard of You Will Never Walk Alone? The beautiful city of Liverpool is home to one of the most prestigious football clubs in England, Liverpool Football Club. You'll be doing yourself a great favor if you are supporting the Reds ever since Jurgen Klopp took over the mandate to pioneer the affairs of the club. We've seen tremendous impact, and by doing so, they have won the UEFA Champions League, the English Premier League title, and other trophies to regain their feet in the current football age. How can I forget the night they turned over a 3-goal deficit at Anfield? Ooh. This isn't a football analysis. Let's get back to the places you can visit in England. A bustling nightlife, hundreds of pubs and taverns, several museums, and shopping streets. What places should you visit in Liverpool? Well, the old Albert Dock Shipyard, Crosby Beach, and the rooftop terrace of the Radio City Tower. Other things to do in Liverpool are visiting the St. Luke's Church, the Cathedral and the World Heritage Buildings, the Royal Liver Building, the Cunard Building, and the Port of Liverpool Building. Number 4. Oxford. This is one of the most famous university cities in the world. Throughout this city, you will find some of the oldest and most prestigious colleges in the world. Christ Church College, where the writer J.K. Rowling was inspired to create part of the Harry Potter universe, and Merton College, where the famous J.R.R. Tolkien taught. Besides visiting distinguished universities, we recommend you to stroll through its old town full of stone buildings. Enter one of its pubs like the Turf Tavern or the Bear Inn to enjoy some delicious food or have a drink. Number 5. York. York was founded by the Romans in 71 AD and occupied by the Vikings in the 9th century. Although its city past was Roman and Viking, the monuments that have survived are from medieval times. This was thanks to the power of the church and the iconic House of York. A must-see is a visit to the impressive Gothic Cathedral, the largest in Northern Europe. You also must take a walk along the medieval wall if you prefer. You can take a tour through the cobblestone of the old town, then visit the Shambles, an alley of half-timbered buildings of the 14th century. Number 6. Bath. Despite its small size, this city is a World Heritage Site and was founded over 2,800 years ago by King Bladud. One of the best things to do in Bath is to stroll through its historic center, where you will fall in love with the beautiful Georgian architecture. You will also see the ancient Roman sites, such as the fantastic baths and the impressive Pulteney Bridge, one of only 5 inhabited bridges left in the world. After this tour, we recommend you to visit one of its traditional taverns or have a picnic in the park. Undoubtedly, a pleasant walk. Number 7. The Cotswolds. Also known as the English countryside, it is one of the most beautiful places to visit in England. This area is in the west of the country and is located 2 hours from London. You will fall in love with these places. Full of honey-colored stone villages, green meadows with sheep, the most typical English traditions, and a quiet and relaxed atmosphere. The best way to tour the main villages and landscapes of the Cotswold is by rental car. It'll allow you to have the freedom to stop wherever and whenever you want to stop in this region. Among the villages to include in this route are Castle Combe, Chipping Campden, Burton on the Water, Broadway Stow on the Wold, Tetbury, and Bilberry. Bilberry is considered by many to be the prettiest village in England because of its row of houses on Arlington Row. Number 8. Hadrian's Wall. Between the years 122 and 132, Emperor Hadrian decided to build a wall of more than 100 kilometers across the island from east to west. Its purpose was to protect the Roman province of Britannia. They received attacks by the tribes that inhabited the north and center of Scotland. This colossal infrastructure, known as Hadrian's Wall and a World Heritage Site since 1987, is a wonder to see in England. Today, there are still preserved relevant sections of this wall abandoned in the 9th century. Number 9. Cliffs of Dover. The Cliffs of Dover is a white wall of more than 100 meters high and almost 12 kilometers wide, extending across the country of Kent from Kingston to Dover. Its white color is due to the composition of chalk calcium carbonate mixed with some black flint veins, together with the blue sea and the green grass. It gives a colorful welcome to the ships arriving through the English Channel. Do you want the best views of the cliffs? Then hop in your car and drive to St. Pierre Hoe, St. Margaret's Bay, or East Cliff Park in Folkestone. Number 10. Brighton. Go and bathe on the beaches of Brighton, located on the south coast of England. This has been a vacation destination for Londoners since the mid-19th century. It has more than 9 kilometers of beaches and almost a city full of atmosphere music. You can see many tourist attractions, such as the Royal Pavilion, an exotic royal palace of Indian style and full of fantasy. You can also visit the beautiful Brighton Pier, which has an amusement park and the narrow streets known as the Lanes. Always full of people and stores for all tastes, England is full of culture, tradition, and beautiful landscapes. Its iconic landmarks, breathtaking coastal views, world-class restaurants, or international music festivals are waiting for you. So, start packing your bags for your next trip to England. There you have it all, guys. Let us know your thoughts about the video in the comment section. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and smash the notification icon to get notified whenever we release a new video. We'll see you in the next one.